Jake Paul started stick. Logan Paul started dink doink. I mean, I'm not saying it means anything, but apparently if you give these guys unlimited resources and full creative control.
Everyone is Arrested Development just stuck in like, hey bro, you know what's funny? What? Penises. Yeah, penises are funny. What if, bro, we turn that into crypto? We crypto that shit, bro. Hell yeah. Let's crypto that. Oh, okay, I do want to see Jake Paul's scam.
Jake Paul is getting sued in a class action lawsuit for promoting safe. There's a problem. We don't know how much he got paid. So today, I'm going to answer that question and expose all the crypto scams Jake Paul has done because the list is long. I've already counted 5 of them. And we're going to do a counter right here for how much money he's taken from fans.
By the way, I highly, highly recommend the video by Noah Samson on Jake Paul. If you haven't watched it and you aren't in the camp of Jake Paul is exceptionally yikesy and pretty much just a horrifying human being, you should go check out that one. That's not in addition to whatever this is going to be, obviously going to be terrible.
Because I may not think it's funny, but I will certainly make it entertaining for you guys. And look, obviously, this information will probably be helpful to the class action lawsuit against Jake Paul.
Nice.
And so many people are probably wondering if I'm making this video to make sure Jake Paul loses this lawsuit. And I want to be clear. Absolutely not. That was
I watch Noah when I'm mad at Vosh. Do you watch Vosh when you're mad at Noah? Does that pendulum go both ways?
Never the intention. It's just a happy accident. Let's get into this investigation.
5,
yes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So in order to catch Jake Paul, I first have to explain the challenge with catching crypto influencers. On the one hand, everything on the blockchain is trackable and publicly available, which is a good thing. On the other hand, it's super easy to set up anonymous crypto identities whenever you want to do something dodgy. This is bad for us. And it creates this strange dilemma where dumb influencers can be easily tracked, while smart influencers can't be because they will just set up hundreds of different anonymous wallets, and eventually it becomes impossible to track what belongs to who. And Jake Paul is sort of somewhere in between these two extremes. He's not as dumb as you guys probably think he is, but he's also not as smart as he thinks he is. So even though Jake Paul is going to try to hide his various crypto accounts, today we're going to hunt them down and connect them. Starting with this one, the public Jake Paul wallet, the one he publicly links to himself via OpenSea and says was his. Now, before we go any further, I just got to say, if you want more high effort, high quality investigations into your moms, don't forget to pump the stock, guys, by liking and subscribing. It's absolutely free and you can always change your mind. But going back to Jake Paul's wallet, there's actually some good info here as far as scams that we've already covered. For example, Jake Paul got paid 39.9 Ethereum for the Sacred Devils promotional scam, which you can see right here. It's worth $139,000, which puts him on the board, which later linked up with a huge ring of NFT scammers we busted, actually. Jake Paul got his fans into buying these Sacred Devils, and they suffered near total losses. He also funded another NFT scam from this wallet.
And by the way, when you watch these CoffeeZilla videos or any takedown videos, you have to keep in mind, especially for someone the size of CoffeeZilla, like he has to do his due diligence here, or he himself is going to be open to a lawsuit, right? So you do have to get you have to dot your I's and your T's exceptionally with precision.
This time, his own project called StickDicks. You can see him here funding the deployer wallet of StickDicks with 1 Ethereum. And he promoted it himself, saying this.
What up, you dicks? The community, violation. The community has grown like crazy over the past 24 hours. We're almost at 10,000 spermatosa on the Discord community, and we are just getting started.
The result being very satisfied customers. He also got Lana Rhoades to help promote it via Instagram, which of course she had no problem doing because screwing her fans is part of the brand at this point. Investors in StickDicks also suffered near total losses. Meanwhile, Jake Paul raked in $1.5 million with StickDicks, even while doing nothing he promised.
What the fuck are StickDicks? I keep hearing this. Okay, definitely a lot of other things are popping up in my search. Don't worry, I'm not going to pull it onto the window, but it's a cock blockchain revolution. How many inches you got? Sold out on OpenSea. It's a cock blockchain revolution, but we have one question. Where are the dicks? I mean, besides the female egg, is there anything more important than erect vessels that create human life? After all, your bitch ass wouldn't be reading this if your dad didn't pull out of his dick back in '93. After a few Applebee's all-you-can-eat buffet diners, your dad sacked up and made his move on your mom in the back of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Read more. I don't really want to. Like, this is like if Barstool Sports or whatever made a cryptocurrency. The longer the dick, the more rare it is. If you're really, they're all stick men, by the way, but I'm still not going to put the stick dicks on the screen. If you get your hands on a double dick or an anaconda dick, but don't worry, if your dick is small, they can still be special in other ways. The stick dick characters have 100 unique attributes, which have all been algorithmically generated to create a total of 5,000 total unique stick dicks. There's 3 people, but they're all anonymous. And one of them is posting a picture of himself at a strip club with stuff that would definitely get the stream taken down. A genius in the social media and marketing industry, the god of marketing, is played an important role in the success of social media sensation Jake Paul. So whoever John is, he's played an important role. Reese is the OG NFT developer, grinding day and night to bring stick dicks to life on the blockchain. He may have trouble getting his dick up, but he has no problem getting the website up. Jerka, drawing stickmen dicking around since he was a kid, Dickelangelo of the NFT world brought his expertise on the subject to create our beloved stick dicks. And then our ambassadors include, oh wow, there's quite a few. Okay, I can put this on the screen. There's no dicks. Meet our ambassadors, Jake Paul, Lana Rhodes, the queen of dicks, undefeated dick boxer. Just like he won a race to the egg as a sperm, he's won every single fight in his boxing career. Now that's some big dick energy. Bruno Lima, Miss Buscemi. Please don't have any relation to Steve Buscemi. I don't recognize anyone else. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
Via the roadmap. Now, I'm sorry to say that some of Jake Paul's fans were so excited about stick dicks before it rugged, they decided to tattoo this scam on their body. Cool. This was only months before the project was completely abandoned by Jake Paul. This guy says, y'all like my tattoo? No, nobody likes it.
No, that is
Now, before we go on here, may I say that there seems to be something of a phallic obsession the Paul brothers have. Jake Paul started stick dicks. Logan Paul started dink doink. I mean, I'm not saying it means anything, but apparently if you give these guys unlimited resources and full creative control.
Everyone is fucking Arrested Development just stuck in like, hey bro, you know what's funny? What? Penises. Yeah, penis is funny. What if, bro, we turn that into crypto? We crypto that shit, bro. Hell yeah. Let's crypto that.
Both of them go straight to drawing dicks. Maybe it's just a self-portrait type of thing. But look, so far, all this information is publicly available. But now we're going to move to wallets.
Look, as someone who loves penises, I'm just going to be completely transparent about this. Penises are amazing. I'm just going to say this. This is super fucking weird, fucking childish shit. And I'm very happy that you're getting called out because this turns out to be a scam. That's amazing.
That no one quite has pegged yet. And we're going to do this by lining up some influencer posts.
There is always
the idea here being that you can
true.
find a crypto wallet if the behavior lines up enough with publicly
That's our
available
culture here.
information.
Fair enough.
For example, we know that Jake Paul...
There's nothing wrong with starting a dick empire, okay? If any of you want to, please go forth. Inshallah. I hope you will reap multiple benefits from the penis. I'm just saying that ultimately, you shouldn't do it to scam people, okay? Those are bad dicks. There's ugly dicks. There's horrifying dicks. There's really gross dicks. There's just... and those are of that ilk, okay? If you're using the penis to scam people out of their hard-earned dollars, out of their capital, well then, shame on you. You have misused the cock. And you should forever be branded as such.
Tweeted about
use dicks for good
on March 27th of 2021. And so if we check who got free SafeMoon at the time of writing, we can get a short list for who might be Jake Paul. For example, consider this wallet, which got paid 50 trillion SafeMoon by the deployer wallet a day before Jake Paul tweets on the 27th of March. Now, of course, I've got to say, just because a wallet gets paid around the time Jake Paul tweets doesn't mean it's him, of course. So what do? Well, we have to dig for more clues. So just following this wallet a little bit, it later cashes out that SafeMoon for $190,000 and sends it to a different wallet. That wallet is publicly tagged on OpenSea as the Problem Child, which is one of Jake's favorite names for himself. So this is kind of promising, right? You've got this wallet receiving $200,000 in SafeMoon, and then it sending that money over to something called the Problem Child on OpenSea. But what if that's just a coincidence? Well, the good news for us is, as I said, Jake isn't that smart. So of course, he used this same wallet for more than one pump and dump. Take, for instance, MILF token, which he also promoted on May 17th.
Why not taint token? There's a cougar token. Is there other bro culture things you can use to scam people out of their money?
Without any disclosure that this was an ad. He said, I'm thinking about becoming a MILF at MILF token. A few days before, a bunch of tokens got deposited into a wallet.
I never thought of that. Is crypto also, in of all the other things that it's kind of, getting people to like skirt around in terms of legality, do you not have to disclose that these are ads or sponsors or sponsorships at any time if it's crypto? Because if true, wow, that is a massive, massive loophole to be exploited.
Which was later cashed out at that same problem child wallet. This was sold for $50,000, which isn't a ton of money, but further corroborates the evidence we have. But again, maybe you're thinking, hey, look, this just all sounds like a lot of coincidence to me.
True, not hard evidence.
Let me give you one last piece of evidence we have. On May 13th, Jake Paul tweeted this: everyone talking about Yummy. Now, once again, we find transactions from an external wallet on May 13th getting tons of Yummy token for free. And then on May 15th, he makes another tweet about it. A year ago, I talked about Doge. 3 months ago, I talked about SafeMoon. Now I'm talking about Yummy. And right on cue, he gets paid once again. And where does all that money go? Well, the same place where he's publicly known as the problem child. And here is where he cashed out these Yummy tokens for $300,000. And here's where I feel confident saying this is Jake Paul's wallet. And his little scheme has become pretty transparent. Here's how it works. Every time Jake Paul is going to do a promotion, he sets up a brand new wallet just for that promotion. He then gets gifted a bunch of tokens, and then that same day or the next day, he posts his little promotion. And this would have been a pretty good scheme, except every time Jake went to cash out, he did it all at the same wallet, at the problem child wallet. And that was his mistake.
You got greedy. No, that's like, you idiot. All right. No one will ever be aware, see, because the anonymity of the blockchain, the leisure, if you will, the permanent leisure on the internet. No one will notice that everything is going to the same place. And I won't use my face, and I'll just call it problem child. No one will associate that with me too. Clever.
Because by building enough circumstantial evidence against himself, eventually it became very strong. Not only that, the wallet that initially funds his problem child OpenSea wallet is publicly named on Rarible, and the username is exactly what you'd expect, at Jake Paul, the problem child, of course. Now I want to thank Blame Bootsy on Twitter for providing some of this research, but look, what's the result of all this? Well, none of these promotions Jake Paul did were listed as ads, which is a big problem for him and a big problem with the Federal Trade Commission. Not only that, three of these coins could easily be considered investments, which could be a problem for the SEC. But ultimately, I don't know what will happen to Jake. Will he be held accountable for what he did, for causing losses of his fans?
White,
who
famous,
knows? But what I do know is that Jake Paul advertised multiple projects to fans without disclosing he was paid to promote them. His fans lost money, while Jake was making somewhere in the range of $2+ million. And if you want further evidence that is...
again, every time we go through these things is chicken scratch. Like, that's the part Jake, scamming your fans for such a small amount of money in relation to how much money you're both worth and how much money you make. Like, it just seems like nickel and dime stock kind of shit, Like, why risk it? The risk versus reward is so low. And now you're exposed.
Fans probably lost money on these projects. Here's what happened to Yummy after he promoted it. Here's what happened to MILF. And here's what happened to SafeMoon. And of course, his two NFT projects are both abandoned at this point. So at the end of the day, Jake Paul's fans got screwed while he got rich. But I guess anything to get that back.
Because they probably aren't worth near what they claim to be. Like, unless he has an obscene, like, Nicolas Cage level money spending habit, like just Bays and Fabergé eggs or something like that. The guy is making fuck tons of money off those fights. Not just the amount that he gets for the fight, but like whatever royalties, extended shit. Like you're talking now about one of the premier, like, you know, fighting celebrities. Like that comes with massive amounts of money. Way more than fucking scamming your fans for some yummy coin or moon coin or whatever the shit you're trying to like fucking promote.
We'll see how that excuse holds up in court.
That seems to be the common theme in influencer scams, the coffee researches. They don't seem worth the reputational risk. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's pretty wild, though. Did anything come of that? I guess this is fresh, eh? Jake Paul scam. Jake Paul has allegedly scammed fans out of $2.2 million with crypto and NFTs. Oh, it is making news. Well, I mean, this isn't a really popular one. Like, what the hell? Win.gg? Oh, this is all just about the CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla exposes it. I guess it's kind of fresh. He could be spending it all on Nicolas. He could be spending it Nicolas Cage style. Well, look, okay, let's look that up. Jake Paul net worth. Oh, but these things are never accurate, are they? He's approximately worth $30 million. I would have assumed way more than that. I mean, don't get me wrong, $30 million is still a lot of money, but you were talking about someone who has been the most, if not one of the most famous people on the internet for a very long time, and everything that comes with it. Interesting. What if you spending it on Nicolas Cage? Well, then we have achieved climax. That is incredible.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we are prepared to conduct many a human sacrifices in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble yet incompetent jesters, trying in vain to bring some levity into your life. To our lord, Trevor R., we give you thanks for this meager plot of land for us to toil away our pathetic existence. To our brave knights, Carl Wauer, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Mayred, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruben Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Nate, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Jenna Tal, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojak, Saren 42, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Nkosin, Agent NDN, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We salute our mighty heroes off to conquest some bread in some far-off land.